Get over here!
Having narrowly escaped Dane's grasp, the Grail mercenaries are pleased to feel the ocean beneath their feet as they set sail.
The Grail nurses. That's an image.
The Grail nurses. Nobody draw, please. You know what? Go ahead and draw. Get your, make sure you're working for commissions. Get some notoriety out of it. Go for it.
Anyway.
According to Captain Nessir, the voyage to Ben Yan will take roughly 2 months. It'll go like this. Blessed with temperate weather, the ship's journey southward is smooth and steady. As it passes the midpoint of its trip, the ship sets a course along the coastline and begins to head east.
So this is like potentially a month of no combat for these guys.
Yep. These seas belong to... I'm never sure how I want to say
Phoenicus.
Phoenicus? Really?
Or Phoenicus. Because it's like Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenicus.
Or Phoenicius?
Phoenicius? I like Phoenicius.
Phoenicius? Okay, let's go with Phoenicius then.
These seas belong to Phoenicius and Kilvas, the kingdoms of the bird tribes.
Oh, I think I know what this chapter is.
Both nations prey on human vessels for supplies and wealth, and their flying corsairs are feared across the seas. Additionally, the southern portion of the continent contains the realm of the Dragon Tribe, the monarchy of Goldoa. They are big boys.
Oh, yeah.
This country has remained isolated since its founding centuries past, preserving its closed culture behind a veil of mystery.
Yeah, because no one dares mess with the dragons.
You leave the dragons alone. It is these Laguz-controlled waters that Ike and company must now cross. Yeah,
So clearly we're gonna have issues!
Yipe.
A strange land.
Strange indeed.
Here we go.
So welcome back to some Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, which just celebrated its 15th birthday, the day before us recording this episode.
How about that? So, I'm the Green Scorpion.
I'm the Comic Foil.
And here we go. So, these guys have been at sea for about a month now.
Yeah.
Ike? What's bothering you? You've been moping around ever since we came aboard.
I'm just a little seasick.
Seasick? You're such a bad liar. You never even get regular sick. You're not the type to get seasick.
Really, it's nothing.
Come on, talk to me. You've been doing so much lately. I just want the chance to help you for a change.
Well, alright. I'll tell you what's been bothering me. It's that incident back in Toha.
Go on.
When everyone discovered Ronolf was a Laguz, all those people, they changed, just like that. Up until that instant, they seemed like such kind and decent people. I had no idea Bayork prejudice against the Laguz was so strong. Why do they hate them so much? How are we so different, Ronolf and I?
I have to say, at first I was scared too. When I saw how they could change, they can do things that we Bayork can't do. They're not like us.
Mist, you can't honestly feel...
It's different now. Everyone's so nice. But, that's because of all the time we spent together. I've seen how they are. I've gotten to know them. That's why I've changed. I'm not scared or nervous around them, but other people don't get that chance. I think that's why they're frightened.
Maybe you're right. Maybe people like me are the odd ones, the people who accept others as they are.
I wish more people were like that. No one really wants to fight, do they? Doesn't everyone want peace? I guess it's just hard to put all of those fears behind us.
You're right. It is very hard.
Nasir! What's the big idea eavesdropping on us like that?
How do you find sailing? Have you gone sick at all?
We're fine. But answer a question for me, would you? Why are you here? Why do you associate with the Laguz?
Why? Besides the obvious financial benefits, I suppose I do so because I am one.
What? No, you're not Wow, Lagoose, I don't see any tail or anything.
Because I've chosen to live among Beork, I've taken certain steps to make sure I'm not recognized.
Like the pointy ears?
Yeah, you could take slightly better steps, Nasir.
Then again, that is a harder feature to notice.
Yeah. I've had to change my attire, my feeding habits. I've done many things.
Why would you do that?
Lagoos cannot survive in isolation, nor can Beork. If both races are to thrive, they must learn to coexist. I have spent many years searching for a way to make this happen.
You think the Lagoos and Beork can live together? After everything you must have seen? I'm impressed.
Ike, you will never truly understand a matter unless you look at it from each party's perspective. As you say, the Lagoos are indeed now persecuted by the Beork. But long ago, these roles were reversed.
Whatever happened in the past does not justify what we do to the Lagoos now.
That is the thinking of an honest man. Keep things simple and pure. I like that. Still, the strength of your conviction comes from your youth and your innocence. Trust me, it will be tested. Whether your journey is over, or when your journey is over, how will you be changed? I pray your conviction is not lost to despair.
Talking to you is hard work.
Someday, you'll understand. For now, my role is simply to deliver you safely to Benyon. Ranulf has paid me quite handsomely with money from the King of Gallia himself, and I will not let him down.
We're out of our element here at sea, so you're all we have to depend on. Thank you for your help.
I will do what I am able. So yeah, Nasir, he's a Lagoose.
Yep. I really like the fact that Ike is, like, sympathetic, or at least, like, treats Lagoos how he would treat Beork, but he doesn't trust easily even so.
Yeah.
Like, he hears a story of Nasir, and he's like, you know what, I'm just here to, like, the only reason I'm working with you is because you're our best chance to get to Benyon, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so, Kieran was the MVP last chapter.
Naturally.
Wow,
I am the MVP of every chapter in which I appear.
And we still got bonus experience, though.
Oh yeah. I mean, you always get bonus experience.
I suppose, like, this was a speed situation, then.
We were a lot faster this time than normal.
All
because
right.
of a certain knight on our heels.
Yeah, seriously, though. Alright.
So we got some maritime management now.
Yeah, I like the fact that we're in a ship now, and you can actually see that in this screen.
Yeah, good job working on those backgrounds, guys.
This game, like, again, for how graphically
Limited.
behind or
Yeah.
limited it was, they still went all out with the details. I believe we've expressed that before. But anyway, we're going to do some outfitting, guys, and we'll see you once the chapter starts.
Yar har har. 98. 99. 100. Done. Ugh. What's the point in swinging an axe by myself? I should probably try and find Ike. But maybe a quick nap first.
Boyd,
Ah! Titania!
where do you think you're going? Are you blowing off your training again?
No, I'm not slacking, I swear. I was just going to work out with Ike. You know me. I'm all about the fighting.
Boyd, I know that training is tough, but if you make light of it, you're closer to death than you ever want to be.
Oh, but he was training.
He was, but, like, I guess he was, like, maybe slacking off.
No, I think she caught him right when he was, like, gonna take a break.
You're a mercenary. When you're confused or exhausted during a long battle, instincts make all the difference.
But, Titania, I just can't get into training when I don't have a partner.
Can't get into it? Boyd? Don't make me chew you out again.
Joking, I'm joking. What I just said, all a joke. Oh, I'm just dying to do some practice swings. Yeah! Yeah! Boy, training is so much fun. Isn't that right, Titania? Woo! I love training.
Darn it, Boyd. Why are you so lazy? You're a natural fighter, you know that? You could even be a better fighter than me if you just put your mind to it. Anyway, keep practicing.
She's not wrong. In fact, he's getting there.
Titania's not a fighter at all. She's a paladin.
Ugh.
Ike, grab that boy!
What's going on? Oh, yeah!
No more running for you.
Nasir, who is this?
A stowaway. I gather he boarded the ship at Toa.
What are you doing here? Why did you sneak aboard the ship? You won't talk? In that case...
Huh? Ow! Ouch! Ike, there's no need to be so rough.
I'm not going to waste my time playing games with this urchin. You want me to let you go? Open your mouth and start talking.
Ow, wow, wow, wow! Quit it! I'll talk! That hurt! I thought you were gonna break my face!
Well, what's your name? What are you doing here?
I'm... Soth. I'm a thief, but I didn't come on board this ship to steal anything. Stop scowling at me like that. You're making me uncomfortable. It's not just you. Ike always looks like that. Don't mind him, just keep talking. I'm looking for someone. I heard this ship was sailing for Ben Yan, so I decided to climb aboard. This person you're after is in Ben Yan? I don't know. The trail went cold in Toa, and I couldn't think of anywhere else to go from there.
Is it family?
Huh?
The person you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, we're not related by blood or anything, but we're definitely family. Let's aid Soth.
Yeah.
And by aid, we mean not throwing him off the ship.
Alright. Nasir, my mercenary company will look after this boy. He won't be a burden to you or your crew.
If that's what you want to do, it's fine with me. Are you sure?
You're going to be put to work. I hope you're prepared.
Sure, no problem. I'll do whatever you need. New party member.
Yeah.
Just like that.
We'll get to that in a moment.
We'll get to that in the next game.
Volk?
Right here.
Where have you been? You disappeared the moment we got on the ship.
Don't worry about me. I'll be there when you need me.
It's not me, it's my sister. You've never once shown up for a meal, and she thinks you're dying of hunger.
Did we ever eat together while we were on land?
Alright, listen. Land, big... Land... Oh, I like this line, actually. Alright, listen. Land, big. Ship, small. It's not the same thing. I don't want Mist roaming the ship with a plate of food anymore. So please eat one meal a day with us.
100 gold.
You're going to charge me to make you eat? And that's more than you charge to... And that's more than you charge to... That's more than you charge to pick a lock. Why?
I don't like large groups. Bye. Call me if you decide it's worth it.
Maybe I should just tell Mist he's dead.
Jeez, Ike! I love that Ike doesn't mess around.
The edgiest edgelord.
I think Ike's kind of just, like, fed up with everything that's
Yeah.
going on, honestly. Like, he's losing it.
He's getting increasingly larger and larger personalities in this group. He's got to deal with Kieran's bull and...
Yeah. And, like, just... I'm pretty sure he's still not over his father's death, so...
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, he's taking this remarkably well.
And here's Volk, who knows something about it, but won't tell him.
Maybe I'll just tell Ike he's dead. Tell Mist she's dead. Jesus, Ike! Do you have a minute? Of course, Commander Ike. You and I haven't had very many opportunities to talk, and You don't think you can trust me? No, it's not that. I'm just curious. I was surprised to see anyone in Toha who chose to fight on the side of the Lagoos. I joined the Toha Vigilantes solely for the purpose of saving Lagoos. I'm not from Crimea, but when I heard she had joined with Gallia, I envisioned my perfect world. One in which the Lagoos could live normal lives, free of oppression. However, when I came to Crimea, I found things were no different there than on any Bayork nation. It was the same for me. I couldn't allow myself to ignore these problems any longer. I'm happy to hear it. Of all the Bayork I've ever met, you're the only one who shares my conviction. Zyhark, is there some other reason you defend the Lagoos? I don't follow you. You see, I was born in Gallia, or so I've been told. I just wondered if you had a similar reason guiding you. Of course I have my reasons. Would you be upset if I didn't want to discuss them? My reasons are extremely personal. No, it's no problem. I wanted a better understanding of what kind of man you are, and I have that now. Can I ask what that is? You're a good man. I'm glad to have you along. I'm glad to be here. I feel I'm able to do the kind of good I've longed to do for years.
So I just want to say, one thing I really like about base conversations, because they are very optional and off to the side, but I like it because, so Zyhark has a lot of history, but you're only really going to learn that he's not an important character to the main plot. You're only going to learn that through support conversations, but this way you kind of get that little, like,
extra
tease. So it's like, hey, do you want to know what's up with this guy? Then try and get him some support conversations.
Yeah, no, this game knew how to pull at your curiosity strings.
Oh.
You don't look so well. Are you alright?
I'm seasick. When I was traveling with the merchants, we sometimes used ships. Every time was the same. Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you travel with Mustin and the others for a long time?
About 4 years, all told. I had just left home, you see. I was all alone and I couldn't find work. In my hometown, I had so many people I could depend on. But once I left, everything changed. If Mustin's group hadn't forced me by the side of the road... hadn't found me by the side of the road, I'd probably be dead by now.
You seem to have led quite an adventurous life. It's a bit surprising.
I get that a lot.
I find it hard to imagine that you couldn't find work, though. Your magic skills are amazing.
Aren't they, though? I'm always happy when people notice. Whew, wow. I feel so much better now. I'm actually starting to get hungry.
I'm glad to hear it. Just stay above deck, and when you start to feel sick, look off to the horizon, alright? Why did you give Ileana a Russian accent?
Because the name Ileana sounds Russian to me.
That is true.
Alright, so that went well.
Yeah.
Had to make some big decisions, actually, but...
Nasir, what is it?
Nothing. Nothing we can do anything about at any rate. We're being followed by pirates.
Really? I don't see any ships.
Oh, Ike, you poor boy. Not by sea, by air. Look up.
Are those birds? If they are, they must be huge. Those are Lagoos, Ike.
Ravens from Kilvas. Their black wings are an ill omen for all who see them.
Titania, Soren, you noticed them coming as well?
Yes. Soren and I saw them when we were discussing our plans at the from the aft decks.
I'd heard stories, but they're really flying. Wow.
We're still out of their range, but airborne foes can be especially troublesome. I'd prefer to avoid them altogether. Let's see if we can outrun them.
From what I've been told, the flying corsairs of Kilvas and Phoenicius are far more cruel than any beast Lagoos.
Winged pirates. How am I supposed to fight against that?
What was that? Ugh, it felt like we hit something.
Blast! We've run aground. We must be caught on a reef or something. Move it, lads! Get the ship free! Ike, the crows are coming.
Pull everyone together! Looks like we're in for a fight. Ooh, yeah.
Now, the way that... Nasir, there's rocks right in front of the ship. The frick are you doing?
I think... Well, he was kind of panicking and trying, like, outrun these guys.
Predictable humans. Sailed right into our trap without fail.
Let's finish this quickly. It won't be long before Phoenicius or Goldoa takes an interest in what's happening here.
Yeah, it's like a completely different world here on the southern shore.
Soren, do you have a plan?
I've done research in the past. All members of the bird tribes are vulnerable to wind magic. I think it's safe to assume that they are also as susceptible to arrows as any other flyer.
Wind magic and bows. Alright, everyone gather your weapons and prepare to meet the enemy on the deck. I want a small group to remain below deck to protect Princess Alincia and the crew. We've never faced an enemy like this. I want everyone to stay together. Let's go.
Now, stay together is very apt instructions because... Okay, so the way flying enemies and the ship work is weird. It's not what you would think it is. So, basically, for them to get onto the ship, if they are next to the ship and you are on the ship, they actually can't attack you.
Okay.
They need to be on the ship to attack anybody on the ship. Meaning, if, like, Rolf or Mist or Ileana or anybody are standing on the edge of the ship, they are acting as an impenetrable wall. The problem is, they could just as easily go around, get on the ship another way, and then attack them.
So the idea is try to cut them off at the edge of the ship, and try to keep them from coming aboard as much as possible.
So our best bet is where the mast is, and where between the mast and the two sets of stairs, like where Rolf is.
Ah, I see. Because they can't go through here either. Or at least they can't attack from there.
Well, yeah, and they won't actually be able to attack, like, where Marcia is right now if they're on a higher part of the deck.
Got you.
So, you kind of gotta pick 4 units to take the 4 corners there.
Alright. Let's choose our units real quick. So, who's on standby? We got a lot of people on standby here.
Yeah, this is... we're only allowed to bring 10 people along this time, so...
Alright then.
I think we should drop a healer.
Alright then. I say we bring Mist with us.
Okay. Oh, it already dropped the healer for us. Okay.
Yeah. Here, let's actually do this. I'm gonna deselect everyone, and then we'll pick our units accordingly.
Okay.
So, we are definitely bringing Mist with us.
Okay.
We need Rolf, and we need the mages. We equipped Soren and Ileana with wind magic, so we're gonna need them.
Okay.
We need some bulk.
So, with Ike, that is 1 of 4, like, defenders we need.
Okay, so we need 4 people with bulk. I'm gonna say Boyd.
Boyd.
Nephany. I think this will be a good opportunity to get Nephany some strength. Plus, we gave her that Draco shield.
I wouldn't count her towards the 4,
okay,
but we can still bring her along for training.
Let's pick the 4 then, real quick. I would say...
Ike, Boyd, Oscar?
I think Oscar would be a good choice, yeah.
And then maybe Kieran?
Okay, you want the knights here?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright then, we have 2 more. We have 2 more to choose from, and I think, in my opinion, those are going to be Nephany and Marcia. Nephany, because we can get her up to train, and Marcia, on the off chance that flying capabilities might actually come in handy. We can use someone that might be able to take kills off the ship.
Okay. We can do that. One thing we'll want to change, though.
Yes.
So we gave Zyhark the Laguz Slayer.
We did.
And if we aren't bringing Zyhark, we should give the Laguz Slayer to Ike.
Other idea. We save Nephany for later, and bring Zyhark with us.
I mean, it's kind of between those 3 for me. Zyhark, Marcia, and Nephany.
In that case, yeah, with that Laguz Slayer that you brought up, that's a good point. I say we bring Zyhark with us.
Okay.
Alright then.
So we need... I think our first turn should be spent setting up the 4 corners blockade.
Alright then. Let's bring Kieran down here. Oscar can take this. Ike can take down here. And then we'll have Boyd take up that spot.
Okay, so will Soren be able to get down low enough?
For what?
To get into the box.
Or we can just, like, move one of the others down here.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe... switch Marcia to put Marcia all the way up north, or...
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Okay, then in that case, let's put...
And then switch Oscar and Zyhark.
Yeah. And then we have Mist right in the center to do some healing if need be.
Yeah.
And we go from there. Let's put Zyhark here. Actually, no.
Put Kieran all the way to the south because he can move fast and get to his spot.
Yes. Okay. I think this is our game plan.
Okay. Now we're going to need to cover, like, the walls, too, but it doesn't have to be with especially tanky units.
Right. That can be,
You know, so, like, Rolf can help with that, Zyhark, Soren, Ilyana,
alright.
Mist.
I think at this point, our best thing is to go from there. We'll play accordingly here.
Okay.
But I'm gonna need you to guide me on this one.
Yeah.
Alright, so is this what we need?
Yep.
Alright, let's do it. This chapter is gonna get dangerous.
Yeah, it's also not going to be as long as the last chapter.
Alright then. So, yeah, our objective is to rout the enemy. So,
Yeah, though it's basically going to function like a defense mission.
alright then. So, let's get some movement range on all of these. I guess, okay, oh, Seeker's actually his name.
Or it's his, like, position. I think that might be, like, what Kilvas' rank is.
Ah, okay, I see.
Oh, what's the demi-band?
The Demi-Band. A band that, when equipped, allows the wearer to maintain animal form at all times.
Oh, okay, it's a boss convenience factor.
Yeah, all abilities are slightly lower while using the band. Interesting.
Okay.
So, and he also has a blue gem, which... good luck getting this guy. I'm just gonna say that.
He's gonna come for us eventually. So
he is.
So we will get him.
Okay,
We can't finish the mission until we kill him.
got you. Oh yeah, because route.
Yep.
Okay, so
There might be one more in the lower left.
we are going to need to deal with these guys right here and now because they are
Yep,
they are
very
on
good.
they are closest.
We need to form a wall.
So basically, just put everyone here.
So... Yeah, so what I'm thinking, move Rolf up one space, and then move Ike to where Rolf is.
So right here.
Yeah.
And then move Rolf or move Ike here.
Yep. Make sure he has an item to attack with. Okay, move Mist next to Rolf.
I hope you're right about this. Just so you know.
I am. And then,
I see what
and then move Boyd next to Mist.
Oh!
So they can't attack from the side of the ship. So they need to go around either Ike or Boyd to get on the ship.
I understand
And then they
now.
can't get past Ike or Boyd.
Okay, I see now.
And we can do the same thing on the other side for when they start getting here next turn.
Okay, so do we want to have everyone else on standby for now? Or do we want to proc this guy?
I mean, we can proc him with Oscar if we want, and then move Oscar back in next turn to get to his spot on the wall.
Yeah, honestly, I think we want to try and get this guy out of the way, like get these two out of the way as soon as possible. So yeah, I say we proc him with Oscar, and then go from there.
Okay. Yeah, Marcia, she doesn't have to get behind the wall yet, but she should get in position.
Yeah, I'll move Soren over here, so that he's in position to assist one or the other.
Okay, and have Kieran... I'd say move Kieran onto his corner, so like one space south of Zyhark.
Where is Kieran? Okay, one space south of Zyhark?
Yep.
Got it.
He's at the stern.
Alright, and we'll have Ilyana on standby.
Okay. Because next turn we're going to need to form the wall on the other side as well. We're also going to need to fill in the spaces between Ike and Kieran
Okay,
eventually.
so do we keep Zyhark here for now?
We can keep Zyhark here for now.
Alright.
We also need to be able to fill in the spaces between Ike and Kieran, otherwise they're going to drop down from the lower deck.
Right.
Or they're going to drop down from the upper deck.
Alright, he's attacking Ike. Ooh, these guys are fast.
Yep. Ravens, man.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Now here's the great thing, is that... Yeah, Rolf can attack without any fear of retaliation.
Right. Alright, so do we want to do that?
Before you do that, I'd say move Rolf to the other side of Ike, so that he can also block that wall.
Alright.
Okay.
Nice.
And you do a good bit of damage that way.
Mm-hmm.
So we could either move Mist down one space to heal Ike, or we could move Ilyana or Soren down to hit this crow.
Well, let me see what Ike can do against the crow. Nothing. We can't kill. So, yeah, it's gonna have to be... I say we do it with Ilyana.
Okay.
Ooh. It might actually have to be Soren. Yep.
Yep. I thought about maybe not Ilyana this chapter, but she'll still be useful.
Right.
She'll be more useful than Nephany would have been. Bringing Nephany along would have been just to get experience to Nephany.
Yeah. Good level up there, Soren. Alright, so...
Now, if you check the movement on these three down here...
Yes.
So as you can see, right now they can slip between Kieran and Rolf, so we need to plug up the gap there.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess we should do with Ilyana.
Okay, so... Move Ilyana where?
Between Rolf and Kieran. Once we do that, they will not be able to attack her. Okay, well, they still can, but they have to move around Zyhar to do it, so we need to plug up that side too.
Got you. Oh, I see. Okay, in that case, if we move Boyd over there... Right here?
Before you do that, though, we still need to be able to keep this guy from getting in. So, I think
well, his movement is going to...
So if we move... If we have Marcia attack the crow up there with, like, a javelin or something, and then move down next to Zyhark... and then we move Oscar above Marcia, that will completely close in this square.
Alright then. We still need to take care of this Raven, though.
Yeah, but the Raven at least won't be able to get in the square.
Yeah, okay, okay. Oh, this is making me nervous. So here?
Yeah.
Ah!
And now the square is safe. And if we move Oscar over there, he can protect Marcia.
Okay, so... We still need to take care of this dude. Or...
I don't know if we're going to be able to kill him this turn. I mean, maybe...
Well, attack with Oscar, and then he'll Kanto out.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it with the Iron Lance.
Okay.
Just so he doesn't take double hit. I see what you mean because I see what you mean by the mast.
It's hard to wrap your head around.
At first, but I see what you mean. Like, as long as we plug up that square in the mast. Right here, right?
Yep.
And then... Wait. I see now! Okay. That's really interesting. That is very cool. Okay, you know what? Kudos. That's actually a really cool strategy.
I had to, play this mission the other day and, like, spend time, like, wrapping my head around how this works.
That is very, very cool. Play it safe there.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna equip Kieran with a... Yeah, let's stick with the Iron Axe.
Now, unfortunately, we can't move Mist.
We can't.
Oh, well, we can, actually, because if we move Mist and then move Boyd down one space, he'll plug up.
Yeah, but I don't want to take that chance. We can have Mist heal, Soren for that one point.
Does anybody else need healing? Just check real quick.
Oscar does, but again, not much we can do about that.
Yeah, Oscar will need to just
he's gonna have to grin and bear it, unfortunately, but he'll be fine.
And the Ravens kind of trick you because, yeah, you do come into this with this mentality of like, oh man, I need to kill the Ravens right now or they're going to tear me apart. But no, you can turtle up.
All right, turnover.
Check what Kieran's weapon is.
Kieran's weapon is an Iron Axe.
Okay, then yeah.
You have an Iron Axe, you have an Iron Lance, and you have a Steel Sword.
Okay. Sorry, my chair is so noisy when
Nah, you're good, man. You're good.
I'm kind of liking Tank Oscar. He's not a damage dealer, but he's a tank that can move quickly.
Yes.
And that's neat.
He's doing a good job holding his own, honestly. Ooh, nice dodge. I like how he kind of just, like, carefully scooted up because
he kind of like crab walks in.
Alright, Kieran.
If I'm worried about anybody, it's Kieran.
That's some okay damage. Alright, he's not fast enough to double. Perfect. Not bad.
Okay, alright. I can live with that.